Yo, what's up, guys? Really like a nonchalant, laid back sort of review for this one. Just because I think the hype is sort of gone for Free Guy. I know people are still watching it now; it's in the box office. But I watched it a couple of days ago. I'd say about like 2 days ago now in theaters. And I just want to give you my quick thoughts about it. See if you guys want to discuss about it in the comments or whatever. Just putting out content really. And this is still a new movie, so I thought I might as well do a review for it. I already did a quick review on my Instagram. If you want to go follow me there, the Cinema Review. Um, but yeah, let's just get into it. So the movie starts out, and I didn't know like this is gonna be spoiler free, but movie starts out, and it's like this typical like Ryan Reynolds sort of comedy. He does the same amount of jokes as in Deadpool, which I love. Like I love Deadpool. I love that type of comedy from him. But it doesn't get tiresome. It's sort of like The Rock. Like Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds in every movie. He doesn't have much range. So if you like Ryan Reynolds and his comedy, you're gonna like this movie. If you don't like Ryan Reynolds, if you think it's kind of getting old, well, then this is the same thing. You're not gonna like this. But for me, I liked it. But at first, I just felt like the story was gonna be too similar. I thought it was sort of like this Groundhog Day story. Like the whole point of the story is that, he wakes up and it's like he's in the video game. He's an NPC, a non-playable character, and he wakes up every day and he's like in this GTA online style guy where he's just a background character, and all the other players go into the game and they're able to like rob banks, do all this stuff. He works at the bank, and he usually just dies from someone killing him or whatever. So and then he wakes up again, does the same thing. Eventually, the story goes along. He finds out more of what he is. He ends up putting on the glasses. Now he becomes one of the main guys. So the whole story now is like him getting popular. The video games company is trying to stop him. They think he's a hacker for the whole game. Meanwhile, he's just an NPC. So he's like I don't want to spoil it, but once I kind of figured out that this isn't a Groundhog Day sort of story, but it's actually something very different, something very unique, that's when I started to get really on board with it. I started to connect with it, started to get invested in it. The jokes started to land with me. At first, they weren't. I was starting to laugh out loud for a lot of things. And it all just started to connect, and I started having a great time. It took a while, it took like 30 minutes, but I did get on board with it. Another thing that's a sort of like a hit or miss with a lot of fans is that this is a very digital, like super CGI in your face, like mainstream action comedy. Some people just don't like that. They don't like the whole CGI in your face sort of digital look, and that this has a ton of it. This has a shit ton. I mean, but it makes sense. The whole world takes place in a video game, so it makes sense that this is like so digitalized. But one of the main big draws for this movie that I actually really enjoyed was that a lot of video gamers are going to love this movie. I mean, it makes sense since this movie takes place in a video game. But there's a lot of cool nods to not only like the video games, but also the video game community. Nowadays everything's streaming. Stuff like that. A couple of cool cameos. I don't want to spoil it, but things just it's just a fun time. And the story is better than I expected it to be. It's better than it should be. It didn't even need to be. The story didn't even need to be as good as it was. It could have just been this like mainstream action comedy, run of the mill, but it's still a fun time, so it'll make a lot of money. But it actually, like I said, the story's unique, so it's better than I thought it was going to be. And the last fight scenes got some like two cool things that made me almost like jump out of my seat. I was so ecstatic. It really it blew me away. I was so it was so much fun. Honestly, my only negatives I have to say is that the runtime is a sort of long. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you do feel it. You do feel that runtime. I think upon a rewatch, my rating might go down like a little bit, but not much. But that's really my only negative. The only other negative is that it's not like I said, it's not gonna be for everyone. Some people aren't gonna like this, and that's just them. It's just you. You gotta. It's you as a person. Gotta think like, okay, do I like these fun action, mainstream action comedies nowadays? If you do, and you can have fun with it, then you're gonna like this. If you're so tired of it and you're done with it, then this is gonna be the same run of the mill stuff that you're not gonna like. But personally, for me, I'm okay with the mainstream action comedies. I'm okay with a little bit of fun. I'm okay with just turning my brain off and just looking at the screen and having a fun time. This is exactly what this does. So, quick review. I'm going to give this movie a 3.8 out of 5. Just a blast from start to finish. Great time. Ryan Reynolds is great. From the cameos and the video game nods and the story being better than it was, just all came together nicely. And by the end, I had a great time. Looking forward to the sequel. Great cast. And please like this video. Please like and subscribe. Also, quick little shout out. I'm be playing on Twitch today. My name is Skullman212408. New game came out today, starring Daisy Ridley, Willem Dafoe, James McAvoy, called 12 Minutes. I'm playing it over there. It's a hell of a fun time. I also got the new Madden 22. I'm be playing that. So make sure to follow me everywhere, and I'll see you guys in the next video.